It's time to start new. And what do I mean by starting new? I mean by starting new with this game, understanding that they've added so much to it in regards to some quality of life assurances, but also what is known to be coming with the DLC that's coming out. But in my mind, I think they've added a lot. I get it. It's not the hardcore gamers grinder that everybody would want, but I still actually really, really enjoy this game from a casual perspective because why not? Why not enjoy it? Why not be happy with what they've given us? I mean, heck, we haven't gotten Skyrims in now 2 generations of consoles, so let's be happy. Sorry, not Skyrim, I meant Elder Scrolls. Yes, I do understand there's a difference between the two, but basically they've only ever given us Skyrim. Now, you'll notice the music's off. I have to do that. There are issues in regards to that little nugget of information, but ironically enough, the game actually becomes better when you turn the background music off. It becomes super creepy by the Science of Sounds. And here is all the lovely people we've got. I have tried to turn down their voices because I really do not care about what they have to say.
Follow my one simple rule. Ella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Yes, boss lady does know best. I'm the boss lady in this, and
Mine is just like any other.
it is what it is.
Go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Now, I'm not going to talk through this whole thing just because I'm not one that's going to be super chatty about everything. It's more of, I've done this opening now 4 or 5 separate times trying to figure out what's the best way to go about it, and I think I found a good solution, but at the same time too, there are going to be times where I'm going to stop recording because I like to hoard. I am a loot goblin. I know how this game is. It's any other Bethesda game, which is called Take Everything, Leave Nothing. And
Shame we won't find it down here.
we'll do that,
But the method of
but we do have to get through this entire opening first, which is a slog. It's like an hour's worth
to bounce from one end of the setup
of
system
prologue before we start having the ability to do what we want.
And so the cycle repeats itself.
So for this video, we're going to get all the way through to the character creation, and then we'll move on to the next one after that. But come on, let's enjoy our grungy NASA space journey because, my god, for once we're getting an aesthetic that, I don't know, I just love it. Whee! Okay, here we go. Are we on time? I think you better walk faster. Hey, Supervisor Lynn. I'm supposed to follow you, but you're actually going... Oh my god, seriously? I have to wait for you? Lady, I will save you from this rock. I will recruit you and save you from this rock in the near distant future. I think that's what toddlers do with bathrooms. Personally. I just still don't understand why I'm called a Dusty when, you know, there's all this other shit that's going on. I don't get it. Hey, sit. Will you let me sit? No? Fine. Lynn, for the love of God. Come on. Work. I'm the supervisor now. Let me have my cool little red laser beam. Can I take it? Cool. Yeah, awesome. Da, 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 da. I have a big laser beam. What am I gonna do with it? Surprise, surprise, this is actually a Starfield simulator. Although this is not Skull Caverns. For those who know. For those who don't, well, look it up. It's time. It's time. It's time for what? Tacos? I'm just gonna walk. Oh look, I have a flashlight now. Cool. Bye guys. So basically what they do is they stop over here and they say, hey, you're gonna go up here and you're gonna do my job because that's just who I am. But I have to initiate it or I'm gonna break this game. Cool. Awesome. Let's go. Now what is this? Alright, now just for everybody to know, this... There's beryllium. There's beryllium. Now here's material you'll want to collect no matter what. And I didn't know this my first 3 or 4 player rounds because, well, I didn't think it could do that. This will be something I do in every single one of these chambers I ever come to because for higher grade spacesuit armor, I know that you need this stuff. And for people who later down the line are like, oh my god, I have to go back to all these places and get this, or you have to wait for other reasons. But I'm gonna skip through all this and we'll get right to the good stuff. Alright, so just know I'm going to be turning this down. I am not 100% sure if they're going to even like me having this anywhere in the background just because people who know about this game and know about YouTube understand the complexities that are Bethesda's negligence in music. Alright, so I'm going to talk through this whole thing because that's what I'm going to do. Let's touch the super shiny rock, which, if anybody knows the fascination with the 1990s and early 2000s movie The Mummy, why do you touch that? That most doubtly is cursed because look at what you're seeing. Look at what's about to happen, girl. What are you doing? But hey, guess what? You're still alive. You still survive. And, I mean, my name's not Dustin or Dusty, so Lynn, it'd be greatly appreciated if you would stop, but that'll never happen. And now here is our carriage ride. Mentally, the jury is still out on a lot of things, including myself sitting here at this table. Alright. Here's the fun part. Is called, okay, what type of person are we gonna make? Let's just start with her, because why not? We're gonna make ourselves... I'm gonna go there. My pale as a ghost? Yes, I'm pale as a ghost. Okay, good. Alright, skin tone, pale as a ghost. Head shapes. Well, let's see what we got here. Look at that egg melon. No, we're not doing egg melon. I think that works. Hair! And this is all very Neo space hair versus the occasional 1920s and typical hairstyles that you get. There's one hit here. Ah, there's my hairstyle I particularly like in this game. So we're going to go with that one. Hair color. Should we be fun with it? Should we go with super bright colors? Let's go with super bright colors. Eyes. Oops. Let's see what we got for eyes. My God. Like, what? Okay, eye color. Green. Eyebrows, well, not these horrific monstrosities. Why are they way up there? Like, truly. Back, forward, okay. Sure. We need to match my super awesome hair. I think that's, yeah, that's it. Forehead. Oh, geez. That's Peyton Manning. Oh, God. I have no idea. Let's just do that. Sure. Nose. That's fine. That jawline is just intense. Let's fix. Like, oh my God, girl. There. Oh my God. There we go. Now we can go back to the cheeks. Figure this shit out. Welcome to the nightmare that is character creation. That's all I can say. Because it is a nightmare. It's always been a nightmare. I don't think it'll ever be any different. Oof, God. Jewelry. Okay, let's figure this out. Kind of like the flat discs in the silver. Now I'm told these are blemishes. Thanks for that. You know, I am ginger, but they are not blemishes. It's more of just I'm doing this to figure out where the one I want is. More this nowadays. Let's find the right color. Bring the intensity way down. No. All right, the fun part. Okay. Now, I have done personally a industrialist, a soldier, and a space scoundrel. Now, all of those have been really, really great because it gives you bonuses in very specific parts. However, I'm almost thinking about, like, obviously piloting was a really big one because it allows you to pilot better ships later down the line. That one's really, really hard to fully level up. Soldier was great with the boost pack and the fitness, and obviously the industrialist security was a really big one. But I don't know. Found Not Found, kind of like it because it gives you ballistics and wellness. And trust me, you are very squishy at the beginning of this game. Yeah, I'm going to go with Found Not Found. Now, these I've always had difficulties with because I like some of them and then I don't like others of them. Like kids stuff, no. Hero worship, no. Wanted, no. But I've always had trouble figuring out whether I wanted to be a quote unquote United Colonies native or quote unquote neon or quote unquote Freestar. Freestar is kind of like the Wild West of this game. I personally love them. I think it's fun to have it. So I'm going to go with them because I like their aesthetic better. But then we get into all these other things like Taskmaster. I've always liked this one just because I'm going to use companions over hired help in this game. So that's always a good one. But the next one is the harder part. Empath, I didn't like playing with. I really didn't. It wasn't fun. Extrovert, that's always hard because I want to be able to do things without people, but I feel like I don't know. Like, I also thought this might be interesting if we did more of like the religion side. This was one I really thought of because anybody who's watched DLC knows what this DLC is about, which is about House Varun. This is House Varun, which is like a quote unquote serpent, Jormungandr, eat that kind of thing. So basically, as it says, you grew up worshipping the great serpent. Grav jumping provides a temporary boost, but health and oxygen are lowered if you don't continue jumping regularly, like an addiction. Now, I don't know necessarily how long that is, so let's use our very powerful friend Google. Serpents embrace Starfield. Trait Starfield. Okay. So basically what it states here is it grants 25-point boost to your health and oxygen for 4 hours every time you make a grav jump. But is this in game hours or is this in real life hours? Because if it's real life hours, that's not that bad. However, okay, so it is in real life hours, which might actually be kind of fun because you can pretty much plow through these missions as much as possible, and it might give a little bit of like fun to this. And if this character is specifically designed for what we're going to deal with, let's do it. Let's embrace what I would call the reputation era of this character. Okay, we're gonna hit finish. Character name. We'll use a name I frequently deal with, and then what? Oh, let's see. A serpent. Serpent. Oh God. Oh God. Should I just do my favorite? Let's do my favorite planet. Yes, I do like Mars. It's not because of other things, but because big red dusty planet. And if you were a millennial growing up in the early 2000s, you could easily attribute that to something else. Okay, Lynn. Now, everybody, I am going to basically get back to you once I'm done looting everything and we start talking to Barrett. So, see you then. See you there, and you know the drill.